Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Esther and I'm your new best friend. You just don't know it yet. Anyways, after my last video I should have put up another one, but we've had a very long week with people coming home with different kinds of colds and flus and everything. So that's why I decided to put up this video, right? If you live in North America, you know that like winter is coming around and it's getting a lot cold, and for some reason like a lot of children tend to end up with colds and flus in this period. So after what I've been through in the last week, I decided to make this video just to help somebody else who may, like me, try to avoid those things as much as possible and may need tools to use to deal with it when they do happen. Now, let me put this disclaimer out there. I'm not a medical professional, so this is not medical advice I'm giving. This is just based on things that have worked for me and my family. So, let me show you the things. This video is going to exclude clothing, winter clothing, because I believe that most people already know to get winter clothes for their kids, because especially if they're in school, they have to be outside. So you already know to keep your children warm. These are just tools I use in my house to avoid colds and to manage them. Okay. So this does not fall under like cold category, but it definitely falls under, cold weather thingies. One of the major things I do during colder weather, especially because my children have very dry skin, is to switch out their moisturizer and body wash. During the summer months, I can get away with using, somewhat scented and, just bubbly washes in general. But during the winter months, I switch to like an oil-based cleanser because their skin is really dry, and just to avoid, eczemas or just itching, I switched to this CeraVe foaming oil cleanser. This is technically a face wash, but I have tried different things and this works for my children. I mistakenly bought it one day thinking it was an oil-based body wash, but it works. I will insert a video of other kinds of oil-based body washes you can get if your children also have dry skin. Eucerin, the complete repair moisturizing lotion. It has 5% urea and ceramides. This will keep your kid's skin from getting dry. I have also talked about Aveeno also, the eczema care balm, the night one, the one that is like very creamy, not the lotion. That one also works for them too. And this Eucerin also has a body wash if you'd want to try that too. As you're keeping their body moisturized, you also have to keep their lips moisturized. Even if this is just like a regular lip balm, even if on a normal day you don't use things like that for your kids, I think the winter months, they would demand that you use. Okay, we will move to other things. I would give them this emergency vitamin C like every other day, especially because the dose is quite high. I technically will share it among my 3 kids, right, because it has vitamin C and vitamin D. We also use an immunity syrup. It's finished right now, but I will insert a picture or a video of that particular immunity syrup just to boost their immune system and we have less colds. And of course, there's no way you would be a parent and not have Advil or Tylenol or Motrin or some way to manage, fevers, especially in kids. This has been a very helpful tool, especially when your kids have some kind of nasal congestion. This is saline spray for kids. You can see this is from 0 months plus, so even a little baby can use this. Just put it in nostril and spray. It helps to loosen up the mucus, and you can easily get it out using this There are different variations of these nasal aspirators. This is the one I currently use, or I have always used with my kids. It comes with like a filter here. You try to suck out, the phlegm and all that into this side. It's a lot. Okay, I also use hand sanitizers. Always, I have different ones around the house. From when you get into the house, every bathroom, every room has hand sanitizers. I always tell my kids, especially after they sneeze, to just use a hand sanitizer. Please, please, please. I also have, these ones are like the ones you get from, I think that's Bath and Body Works. Yeah, this, I have them like, they have them like in their school bags. I have in my bag. Just, they use them, I tell them to use them like immediately after school, just before they get into the car. Like, just use the hand sanitizer. I know you think like I'm being dramatic right now, but I try as much as possible to avoid my children being sick, because it can be a very stressful time. And because they are very close in age and they always play together, once one person has the thing, everybody has it, including with the parents. So I just try to avoid it as much as possible. I have this Lysol disinfecting wipe. You already know what this would be for, like for wiping down a lot of surfaces, especially light switches and doorknobs for me, because those are, places that people touch a lot without even realizing that that's somewhere that they could pick up germs from. I also have this fabric sanitizer. Sometimes I use it to spray down like their school bag when they come back from school. Yes, I'm very dramatic like that. Or their beds. I use it for their beds also. And also I use it on their toys, because I may not be able to clean all the toys like one by one. Honestly, this is just my lazy hack, to spray down the toys and leave them to really, really dry, especially because like I have a baby who would tend to like put things in his mouth. Hence why I have to, sanitize the toys. I also use Vicks Vapor Rub. This is the adult one. Sorry, this one, the paper has gone off, but this one is for kids. This I would usually put like on their chest or on their body, just to relieve like congestion. But this one I would use in the way my mother used to use it. I don't know, if you grew up in an African household, there's a probability that you had this thing where they put some kind of rub into hot water and tell you to put your head into the bucket and, inhale the steam while your head is covered under a blanket. I don't know if you did that, but I did that growing up as a child whenever I was congested, and it works like magic. So I do that with my kids. The only caveat is because they are small children, I have to stay under the blanket with them just to ensure that they are there. And it does work, but I tend to ensure that it doesn't, we are not under the blanket for more than a minute, just what they can manage. So during the winter months, I use a humidifier because the air gets really dry, and this helps to add more moisture back in the air. Not only does it help with like the skin, because the air is not so dry, right? So the skin doesn't get drier. Not only does it help with that, but it also helps to relieve some symptoms of flu and cold. Last but not the least, and most importantly, I always try to emphasize prayer. There's really nothing you can pray about. And even I would break communion with my kids, doing it as a remembrance of the fact that Jesus died for us to take away our sicknesses. Yeah, so pray pray with them and for them, especially surrounding health issues during that time. That's all from me today. I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, please press the like button. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.